Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. We've got Zhiyun's Weebill Lab here today, so we're going to check it out and see if it is the ultimate travel gimbal. A little hack that I've done for the XT3. But first, a quick So I've been looking out for a gimbal for a little while for the XT3, and I saw this come up in the summer and I thought that could just be the perfect one. I wanted something light enough to put in my backpack while I'm walking and travelling, but also to have the functionality to carry the XT3 with my 10-24 lens. The reason I choose the 10-24 lens is it gives wide angle, it's great for doing selfie shots while you're talking, and also because the zoom is in-house, it doesn't affect the balance of the gimbal while it's in use, so you don't have to keep balancing every time you try and change the focus on it. So that was a huge plus. So what I didn't like about the initially the Weebill Lab was the fact that it has the Manfrotto and Arca Swiss plate, which is built in, as you can see there. It just was a bit of a palaver having it attached to the bottom of the XT3, and it used to stick out quite a long way out from the bottom of the lens, which was, if I was using it out in the field photography, I wanted something quick that I could change it over between my tripod, my little tripod, and the gimbal itself. So what I came up with was a little bit of a fix. I used the Manfrotto quick releases on the rest of the kit that I use. So I went to Amazon, and they do several variants of it. Some are a bit more expensive than others, but I'll put the link both in the description below so you can have a look at them. But using this allows me to take my camera off and off the tripod, off the small one, and then quickly mount it onto the gimbal, and it's already in position, so it's locked. And with that 10-24 lens, which doesn't actually change with the focus, it means I can plonk it straight back on, turn it on, and I'm ready to go without having to rebalance every time. So to me that was a huge plus if I'm out walking and I want to get a quick bit of footage with the gimbal in between photo shoots. So if you do decide to use this quick release Manfrotto plate on here, you'll see that it's basically just screwed to the top plate, and then what I've done on the front is the piece that comes in here for locking has got a screw thread on it, and conveniently that screws into the front of the plate. That allows the gimbal, and it just adds a little bit of weight on the front just to balance it. So you will need to do that if you want to use one of these Manfrotto quick release plates with this system. So the other thing that I found when I got the gimbal for the first time is with some of the other manufacturers, you can plug the camera into the gimbal and access some of the controls from the gimbal itself, but because Fuji and Zhiyun don't have the software hardware options between them to do this, you can not link that up. You can try and plug it in, but nothing actually happens on there, so you won't be able to get the connection through to be able to control the camera from this gimbal. Maybe in the future, if Zhiyun and Fuji collaborate, then there's a possibility that this may come as a firmware update. So if you're buying it for the XT3, it purely is just a gimbal for steadying the actual camera body. You won't get any functionality between the two on this. Otherwise, what I love about it is you've got the stand on the bottom which collapses, quick unscrew, and then you can remount it onto the top here so that it goes into underslung mode. So that's how quick it is. There's also a little locking nut on the bottom here so that the handle doesn't come undone, and then you can hold it like this for taking your footage. It also takes a lot of the weight when you're carrying it, so it enables you to get some really good footage from it. I find it a lot easier than holding it on the bottom here. So there is a little connector on here, a quick release system, but I've yet to find it. So if you do know where I can purchase one in the UK, then please pop it in the comment below, because I've been after one for a little while. But basically it's a quick release that you can screw into the bottom and the top here, which means that you just clip the handle off, and it's as quick as that just to swap it over, which is really good. So when we're out in the field, you want to take the Zhiyun and store it away. It's very simple, just to pop it straight into the backpack. So the handle adjusts into a little tripod when you're not using it, so you can then just position it, and then when you want to stash it away, it has these locking mechanism for all 3 axes. So we just clip that, and then locks. The gimbal solid, which is a great plus when you're travelling around with it. And then we do a quick unscrew, and as you can see, the gimbal fits quite nicely straight into your backpack with your camera gear, and off you go. So I hope you found this quick video on the Weebill Lab useful. It certainly gets a recommendation, 5 stars from me, for use with the XT3, despite not being able to access the camera from the controls. But otherwise, as a travel gimbal, just to take your camera out when you're out in the field to get stable footage, which is not always easy with the XT3 to get without the in-body stabilisation, even more so if you haven't got the stabilised lenses with this camera. But I hope you enjoyed it. It's been useful. Put comments in the comment section below, give it a like, and subscribe to the channel. I'll do some more tech reviews coming shortly.